The Siege at Thorn High is a dystopian action thriller drama movie directed by Joko Anwar. He wanted to make this movie to be different because he's usually known for doing horror films. He did Satan's Slaves 1 and 2 and Petigore and Grave Torture. He also did a vigilante superhero movie called Gundala. So this will be his first just like action sort of thriller drama movie, and mainly about Edwin. He is a Indo Chinese boy during a riot. However, his sister and him get separated, and she gets viciously attacked by racists. And his other friend goes missing, and then 17 years later he has to be a substitute teacher at different vicious schools as a promise to his sister. So he goes to Thorn High where he's clashing with some of the students. Instead of trying to reach these kids, instead he's trying to be a tough nut to sort of match their ferocity. This takes place in like an alternate 2027 where students are also like super racist and violent to the point where they carry weapons, and they also kill people in their spare time. So they really play it up, and I was expecting like a battle royale situation in a school. However, the movie is not that, and it's definitely a step down. Edwin basically has to teach this class, and he starts clashing with a young student named Jeffrey, who's a very top dog, and then Jeffrey tries to attack him after school and gets defeated and then expelled. So he decides to get his gang posse and then get some sharp weapons and go to the school and attack Edwin on his day off when he's setting up stuff. They don't explain why. They know that he's there on a Saturday. However, another riot forms and then they can't leave, and Edwin's also there with a fellow teacher and 2 students, and it becomes basically them in a locked room trying to find a way to get out. And there's a lot of like convenience writing cliches, like the whole school has a scrambler, so students can't use their phones during the day, but it's also on during the weekend. The security guards just leave without telling anyone. There's a lot of like conveniences here and there, but the bulk of the movie is basically them just trapped in a gym, and it's kind of boring. I was expecting an action fest or something a little bit more interesting, but instead it's more of a siege. When they say siege, they just mean like vicious students trying to kill one teacher, and ultimately there's a lot of betrayals and other stuff going on. When it comes to the action sequences though, like it's really over the top to the point where people are taking multiple crowbars to the face and chest, and it's really over the top, and I really didn't like the way the story went. It was trying to be like a redemption story for the students, and the teacher's trying to like save them, but he's literally being like, they've literally like murdered people, like multiple people before they've got to. They're not gonna, there's no redeeming in this sense, and they kind of don't play up those themes, and the movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It has a cool dystopian sort of landscape to have all these events happen, but then it doesn't want to be like a serious action thriller, but it wants to be like a drama that's all about like redemption, but it also wants to have like a riot going on really. And it just the pieces don't really fall together really well. The acting's pretty good overall, but I just didn't like the movie. It's really long too. It's like a full 2 hours. So overall, The Siege at Thorn High is an interesting concept, but didn't like the execution. I hope that I'll still continue watching Joko Anwar stuff though, because it's interesting. I like his horror movies. So it was a swing and a miss, but still something there. So I give it a 4 out of 10.